Ah, the layoff. One moment you're a vital cog, the next you're clutching a cardboard box. The rules have changed and it feels deeply personal. That security is an illusion, as fragile as a soap bubble. You're losing a routine, a community. It calls for a plan. This disruption is also a moment of profound opportunity. Your epic journey is about to begin. Now I want you to picture someone, a hero, not the kind in shiny armor necessarily, but one facing a monumental challenge. Think of Odysseus, tossed by angry seas, trying to find his way home after a rather lengthy and eventful war. He didn't have a map, a GPS, or even a reliable weather forecast. He had his wits, his resilience, and a stubborn refusal to become fish food. His journey was fraught with peril, monstrous obstacles, and more than a few tempting distractions. Sound familiar? Your inbox might not contain a one-eyed giant, but the challenge of navigating the modern job market can feel just as daunting. The ancients understood something fundamental about the human condition. We are all the protagonists of our own epic tales. They crafted stories of gods and mortals, of falls from grace and triumphant returns, not just for entertainment, but as blueprints for resilience. When Prometheus was chained to a rock for the crime of giving fire to humanity, his suffering was immense. Yet his story isn't just about punishment, it's about the enduring power of a single defiant act. He was, in a sense, the first disruptive innovator, and he certainly paid a price for it. Your own layoff might feel like a punishment, but perhaps it's the consequence of a system, not a personal failing. You see, being laid off casts you in a role you never auditioned for, the hero in exile. You've been banished from the familiar kingdom of your 9 to 5. The predictable landscape has been replaced by a wilderness of uncertainty. This is your Herculean labor, your quest for the golden fleece. And like all those heroes of old, you are now faced with a choice. You can remain stranded on the shores of self-pity, or you can build a new ship from the wreckage, hoist a new sail and chart a course for a destination of your own choosing. The power to do so is already within you. As the celebrated mythologist Joseph Campbell noted in his 1949 work, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, this pattern is universal. The hero is called to adventure, faces trials and tribulations, and ultimately returns transformed. This isn't just fanciful storytelling, it's a deep psychological truth. The layoff is your call. The job hunt is your series of trials. And the new role you land, the new career you build, will be your triumphant return. You are not simply unemployed. You are in the midst of a heroic transformation. It just feels a bit less glamorous at the moment. So where does this grand quest begin? It begins not with a frantic flurry of applications sent into the digital void, but with a single powerful act of reframing. You must see this moment for what it is, a crossroads. One path leads back towards the familiar, perhaps to a similar role in a similar company, a safe and sensible choice. But the other path, the one less traveled, leads towards something new. Something more aligned with who you are and who you want to become. This is your chance to stop and consult the oracle, which in this case is that quiet voice inside you that's been drowned out by deadlines and meetings. Consider the legend of the phoenix, that magnificent creature of myth that lives for centuries, only to build its own funeral pyre and be consumed by flames. A rather dramatic exit, to be sure, but from those ashes it is reborn, more glorious than before. Your old professional identity may feel like it has gone up in smoke. The job title, the company prestige, the sense of purpose it provided, all turned to ash. But this is not the end. It is the necessary, albeit fiery, prelude to your own rebirth. You now have the raw materials, experience, skills, and hard-won wisdom to construct a new, stronger version of your career. This journey requires a new kind of map. The old one, with its clear corporate ladder and predictable promotions, is now obsolete. Your new map must be drawn by you. It involves introspection, asking the big, scary questions. What did you truly enjoy about your last role? What drained your energy? What skills have you acquired that could be applied in a completely different field? A 2021 study published in the Journal of Vocational Behavior highlighted that individuals who engage in proactive career self-management after a job loss report higher levels of re-employment satisfaction. This is the academic way of saying, take charge of your own story. Therefore, this isn't just about finding a job, It's about launching a strategic campaign to find the right job. It's about turning a moment of crisis into a launching pad for career excellence. Over the course of our time together, we will explore the ancient secrets and modern strategies to do just that. We will banish the monsters of doubt, navigate the treacherous waters of networking, and arm you with the tools to not just survive, but to thrive. Your quest has a purpose, and your strongest ally is already here. Let us begin the work of forging your next chapter. Remember Prometheus chained? Job searching can feel similar, but Prometheus wasn't punished for incompetence. Layoffs rarely reflect individual merit. They're often due to impersonal forces. Unchain yourself from self-blame. It's not arrogance, it's accuracy. Your value remains intact. This isn't the end, just a plot twist. After the initial shock, you find yourself wandering in a maze. At the center lurks a monster, half fear, half self-doubt. This internal minotaur is more dangerous than any interview. Theseus needed a strategy, a ball of thread, routine. A structured routine creates a path through the maze of unemployment. You must venture in, confront the monster, and slay it by taking small, deliberate actions daily. Pick up your thread and step into the maze. As you navigate your journey, you will hear a beautiful, enchanting sound. This is the siren's song, promising immediate relief. In the modern job hunt, the sirens sing a song of desperation, tempting you to apply for any job, regardless of fit. Like Odysseus, tie yourself to your mast, your core set of non-negotiables. Define what you truly want and need before applying. It keeps you from steering your career onto the rocks of a bad role. Endure the siren's call to reach your true destination, a fulfilling career. The legend of the phoenix is a brilliant emblem of renewal. This mythical bird orchestrates its own spectacular transformation. This is a powerful myth for anyone who has been laid off. It is a moment you can actively use for your own reinvention. You are the phoenix, standing in the embers, ready to design your own rebirth. The Phoenix Protocol is a strategy for turning the ashes of your old job into the foundation for something far better. Add new skills, knowledge and perspectives that will make your next incarnation even more magnificent. This is your chance to become the candidate you've always wanted to be. See this period as a crucial, productive and transformative chapter in your career story. You are preparing for your ascent. Like the mythical bird, your return will not be a quiet one. It was the beginning. Welcome to the modern arena, the digital coliseum, where today's career gladiators battle. Every job board is a new contest. A single job posting can attract hundreds, sometimes thousands of applications. Your carefully crafted cover letter might only get a cursory glance. The pressure to stand out in this crowded marketplace is immense. This is an exhausting and often demoralizing strategy. This digital free-for-all has fundamentally changed the rules. It's not just about skills anymore, it's about keywords and understanding the algorithms. The modern job hunt is a test of endurance. But fear not, there are strategies to ensure you get the Emperor's thumb up. You now face a new opponent, the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS. This spectral gatekeeper scans and judges your CV before it reaches human eyes. The software filters applications for keywords and skills, rejecting those that don't make the grade. The rise of AI in recruitment can feel unfair. Analyze the job description, identifying key nouns and verbs. These are your magic words to get past the gatekeeper. Tailor your experience into a language the machine understands. It's a strategic deception to get you in the door. Losing a job is rarely just a financial problem. It is a profound psychological blow, a tremor that can shake the very foundations of your identity. For many of us, our work is intricately woven into our sense of self. When someone asks, "What do you do?" they are asking about more than just your profession. They are probing your purpose, your status, and your contribution to the world. When that is suddenly taken away, the question can leave you feeling adrift, unmoored from a key part of who you are. The loss of a daily routine, the camaraderie of colleagues, and a shared sense of purpose can create a vacuum that is difficult to fill. This psychological impact is well documented. A landmark meta-analysis published in the journal Social Science and Medicine in 2015, which reviewed 40 years of research, confirmed a strong link between unemployment and a decline in mental well-being, including increased rates of anxiety and depression. The uncertainty of the future, combined with the sting of rejection, creates a perfect storm for emotional distress. It is a silent battle fought inside your own head, an internal arena where you must wrestle with feelings of failure, shame, and a loss of control. This internal struggle is often the most difficult part of the entire process. The experience can be particularly jarring in a culture that often equates professional success with personal worth. We are bombarded with images of relentless ambition and career triumphs on social media, creating a highlight reel against which we measure our own behind-the-scenes struggles. When you're laid off, it can feel like you have fallen off the ladder while everyone else continues to climb. This feeling of being left behind can be incredibly isolating, making it harder to reach out to the very networks of friends and family who could offer support. The pressure to project an image of stoic resilience can prevent us from being vulnerable when we need it most. Acknowledging this psychological toll is not a sign of weakness. It is a critical first step towards a healthy and successful job search. You are not a machine that can simply be rebooted into job-seeking mode. You are a human being who has experienced a significant life event. Giving yourself the grace to process these emotions, to seek support, and to focus on your mental health is not an indulgence, it is an essential part of the strategy. A resilient mind is your greatest asset in this journey. Before you can conquer the job market, you must first manage the arena within. The world of work is transforming at breakneck speed. The Great Reshuffle isn't just a buzzword, it's a seismic shift in how we work and what we value. Remote work, flexible hours, and work-life balance are now the norm, not the exception. Skills that mattered yesterday may be obsolete today. New roles in AI, green energy, and digital communication are booming. Adaptability and lifelong learning are now essential, not optional. For job seekers, this is a rare opportunity. Companies are open to new ways of working and talent from anywhere. The power dynamic is shifting. Employees are demanding more meaningful work and better conditions. You have more leverage than ever to define your role and negotiate what matters to you. This is your chance to pivot, upskill, or even change industries. Companies need adaptable, forward-thinking people to help them navigate this new landscape. Position yourself as a solution, not just a candidate. After a layoff, the urge to act immediately is strong, but resist it. The smartest move in the first 48 hours is to pause, breathe, and regain your composure. Don't rush to update your LinkedIn or fire off applications. Instead, step back and clear your mind. Take a walk, make a real cup of tea, or do something unrelated to work. This pause is practical too. Review any documents, severance, NDAs, settlements carefully before signing. Consult a legal professional if needed. Don't let haste cost you later. Give yourself a day or two of grace. You're not procrastinating, you're preparing. This is the deep breath before the plunge, the moment to shift from shock to strategy. Use this time to transition from reactive to proactive. Gather your strength and set the stage for a thoughtful, effective job search. The frantic flurry can wait. Your composure is your greatest asset right now. With the dust settled, it's time to audit your professional self. Create a master document of triumphs. List every achievement, big or small, from your career. Quantify your impact numbers, percentages, results. This isn't just a CV, it's your arsenal for the job hunt. Spot patterns. What value do you consistently bring? Shift your mindset from listing duties to showcasing results. Use this inventory to craft a tailored, compelling CV and LinkedIn profile for each application. Focus on keywords and evidence-based claims to pass ATS filters. Your new armor is flexible, strong, and custom fit for every challenge. You're not just a job seeker, you're a well-equipped hero. Enter the quest with confidence. The job hunt isn't about sending endless applications into the void. Ditch the numbers game. Target 15. 20 companies you genuinely want to work for. Research their values, challenges, and key people. Become an active business prospect, not a passive applicant. Diversify your channels, use niche job boards, set alerts on company sites, and connect with specialist recruiters. Tap into the hidden job market. Many roles are never advertised. Treat your search as a project. Track applications, contacts and follow-ups in a spreadsheet or Trello. This brings order to chaos and ensures diligent follow-up. A focused, high-quality approach beats a scattergun strategy every time. Transform your job hunt into a targeted campaign. Stand out by being proactive and strategic. Your network is your oracle. Tap into it for guidance, insight and opportunity. Networking isn't begging, it's consulting trusted advisors. Reach out individually, not with mass emails. Start with a genuine check-in, then briefly share your situation and goals. Ask for advice or connections, not just jobs. Every conversation is a chance to gather intelligence on companies' trends and hidden opportunities. Most jobs are filled through networking, not online applications. Make networking a two-way street. Offer help or insights in return. Build relationships, not just contacts. Overcome the initial awkwardness. Your next opportunity is likely to come from a conversation, not a job board. Your allies will illuminate paths you can't see alone. Consult your oracles and let their wisdom guide you. So, amidst the job search grind, your mental and emotional well-being is paramount. Protect your routine. Schedule time for exercise, hobbies and social connection. These aren't distractions, they recharge you for the journey ahead. Rejection is inevitable. Don't take it personally. Use the 10-minute rule. Feel the disappointment, then refocus on what you can control. Celebrate small wins to build momentum and resilience. Be kind to yourself. Progress isn't always linear. On tough days, step away and do something you enjoy. Guard your thoughts and tend to your inner fire. Resilience and self-worth are your greatest assets. Keep them burning bright. Let's journey back to the Great Depression. Finding a job was a miracle. People adapted creatively. A worn tire became shoes. Flour sacks became dresses. See potential in your skills. Community was invaluable. Your network is your community. Resilience means creating value and connecting with others. If they rebuilt from the Dust Bowl, you can navigate unemployment. Before he was the bulldog-faced icon of defiance, the man who mobilized the English language and sent it into battle, Winston Churchill spent a decade in the political wilderness. From 1929 to 1939, he was out of power, out of favor, and widely regarded as a relic of a bygone era. His warnings about the rising threat of Nazi Germany were dismissed as the ramblings of a warmonger. He was, for all intents and purposes, professionally laid off. He was sidelined, ignored, and left to mutter his frustrations from the backbenches of Parliament. It was a period of immense personal and professional frustration for him. So what did he do during these wilderness years? Well, for one, he had a magnificent pout. But more productively, he wrote. He wrote prodigiously, penning newspaper articles, biographies, and his monumental A History of the English-Speaking Peoples. He also painted, becoming a rather accomplished amateur artist. He built walls on his country estate at Chartwell, laying brick after brick with his own hands. He did not simply sit and wait for the phone to ring. He filled his days with productive, challenging and soul-nourishing activities. He kept his mind sharp, his skills honed, and his spirit engaged, even when the world seemed to have no use for him. This is a masterclass for anyone in a career intermission. The time between jobs is not dead time. It is your wilderness years. It is an opportunity to build your own walls, literally or metaphorically. Write that blog you've always thought about. Learn that new software. Take up that hobby you abandoned years ago. These activities are not frivolous distractions. They are the very things that maintain your structure and sanity. A 2021 study in the Journal of Occupational and Organizational Psychology found that engaging in serious leisure during unemployment, activities that require skill and commitment, is strongly linked to higher levels of well-being and a more positive outlook on the future. Churchill's time in the wilderness ultimately made him the leader he needed to be when his moment finally came. He had spent a decade thinking, studying and preparing. When Britain needed a leader of substance and foresight, he was ready. Your own wilderness years, however long they may last, are your charter. It is your time to prepare, to learn and to build. When the right opportunity arises, you will not be rusty and demoralized. You will be sharper, more skilled and more ready than ever before. So, by all means, have a brief, dignified bout. Then pick up your trowel and start building. In British public life, there's a peculiar phenomenon, failing upwards. It's moving from spectacular failure to prominent positions. The secret? Masterful control of your narrative by reframing failures. Don't dwell. Talk about lessons learned and new challenges. When asked why you left, frame it as a catalyst for growth. It's the same event, but a different story. The art of failing upwards is resilience in storytelling. Polish your story, focus on the future, and you might just find yourself failing all the way to the top. In medieval courts, the jester could speak truth to power. In the absurd situation of being laid off, embracing your inner jester can be a powerful survival strategy. Laughter is the best medicine, especially during involuntary career transition. Humour is also a potent tool in the job search itself. Most importantly, humour is a vital act of self-care. It boosts endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. It is the ability to see the absurdity in the seriousness. So, when you receive that dreaded pink slip, feel free to be angry, feel free to be sad, but also find it just a little bit ridiculous. The jester always gets the last laugh. Every great hero had one thing in common. They did not succeed alone. Finding a new job is no different. This is where the power of coaching comes in. A career coach is your personal Athena, a strategic partner offering expert knowledge. A coach acts as your beacon, helping you identify your strengths and develop a clear strategy. Professional athletes all have coaches to refine technique and push limits. The same applies to your career. A coach helps you see the bigger picture and equips you with advanced techniques. You are the champion. The coach helps you lift the trophy. Coaching is a declaration of your commitment to excellence, transforming your job search into a successful campaign. How do I find my Athena? Mjoga. Coaching and consulting is your strongest ally. We are architects of career transformation, blending ancient wisdom with modern, data-driven strategy. Our profoundly personalized method uncovers your unique value. We craft this into a compelling narrative that resonates with today's top employers. We provide the tools and confidence to take control of your career and achieve the impossible. With Mjoga Coaching, it is a quest you are destined to win. We have traveled a great distance together on this quest. The central truth is this: you are the hero of this story. And most powerfully, you are the phoenix, rising from the ashes, stronger, wiser, and more brilliant than before. The path forward is now clear. Mjoga Coaching and Consulting is here to be your strategic partner. Book a complimentary career breakthrough call with us. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Let us prepare you for the magnificent opportunities that await.